tired? You're tired. What's up, homies? So it's been a minute since I made a video. I don't even know what the last video was. I think it was about the Impala, I'm not too sure. But today I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what I've done so far, what's been going on, and the new name for the channel. So we'll start off with the stuff that I've been doing to the Impala. As you can see, I've got it home. I got it on the original frame. The body itself is not original. The white one was pretty trashed. It had a lot of bad stuff on it. It had a lot of rust. It had a vinyl top. There were sections on the corner panel like here where you could just press it and it would crumble. What else? I'll take you guys through the back. So I started off with the rear end. I kind of went through and got rid of all like the surface stuff, like the surface, how do you want to say it, maybe surface paint, I guess, for lack of better words. But I think what I'm going to end up doing with this is that I didn't want to paint it because sometimes when the batteries and the oils leak, it tends to drip on the paint, obviously, and it lifts it up and it makes it, you know, not look so great. But since this one I'm planning on, you know, driving it, not all the time, but I'm gonna probably drive it pretty often because, you know, I like driving this thing, it's fun. I just wanted to keep the back simple, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get like a sort of spray can rhino lining and just go with that. I fixed the rack to make it so I can unbolt it and bolt it back in. You know, I don't really plan on probably having hydraulics forever, so you know, when the time comes, I can obviously unbolt that. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Throw back in the rear springs and the front springs and take it back to how it was. Now, as the interior, these parts right here are on the frame. So that's the section where the spring on the original frame was actually poking through because it had pushed through with the hydraulics, since the frame itself was pretty thin there, and I didn't set up the hydraulics correctly when I did it the first time. It started warping the frame and actually pushing through and causing it to break in some places. So what I ended up doing was reinforcing it with like 1/4-inch steel, welded it, and just did that to both sides. So that's that. Other than that, I welded in some new floor plans. I gotta go ahead and hit this with like a wire wheel, get all the surface rust off, put some more spot welds in it, seam sealer, and then I can go ahead and throw on some like maybe dyno mat or something else to seal up the floor for this one right here. And then what else? That's pretty much it for the interior. And then I think that's it. That's all I've done. Oh, now here's the cherry on top. This is the engine this thing's gonna be running. And move all this stuff. I should have had this ready, but oh no. Okay, gotta remember to get that. Anyways, so this is what it's gonna be running now. No more 350 small black. Actually, you know what? It wasn't even a 350, it was a 305. But it's gonna be running a Toyota twin turbo TZAZ GTE VVTi out of it, or in it. I got a radiator. Also got the intercooler over there. I'll show you guys that one in a second. But I had to go from front sump to rear sump on the oil pan. I had to make myself my own cooling lines. Actually, no, let me get a flashlight. But since we're in here, there's the intercooler. There's the intercooler right there. Gotta mount up. And then here is the new gas tank. That was scary. There's a new gas tank with the Tanks Inc. EFI system on there. So what it does is pretty much turns your original tank into an EFI setup. So here's the old sending unit, and there's the EFI setup. Pick this up. Man, good thing nothing was blocked into that. Let's get a flashlight. But here is the setup that I have for the lines. Just the camera. So there is a drainage line right there. That bigger tube is for the oil line, and there's a smaller line in the back. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think, yeah, right there, that is for, I believe that's a coolant line. Yeah, so that's the coolant drainage line. And then there's another line right here for the rear turbo. And then the other coolant line that I haven't built yet. But I'm gonna do that later on today. But that's pretty much it, how I've gotten it, what I've done so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then hopefully I'll get the hydraulics soon so I can be able to lift it and raise it when I want to, because that's the other thing I gotta get done. And then I think this weekend we're probably gonna try and shoot for getting the engine started. And I already got all the necessary lines over here of stuff that, or the wires that need to be marked. So like what stuff needs like constant power, like this one, and then here's another one that's like the battery plus, or yeah, run crank power, stuff like that. And then go from there. I think what else? Oh yeah, the motor mounts. Let me show you guys the motor mounts. So the motor mounts, can you see that? Yeah. So the bottom half right here, that is the original Chevy motor mount. And then on top, right here where it's welded, is a 1/4 inch steel that my brother Chewy made. He just cut out some cardboard. We transferred those to the metal, and then we cut them out with an angle grinder and just welded them in. We also just made these round little washers to mount the engine mount itself on, and then the rubber pieces are actually just polyurethane rubber mallets from Harbor Freight that we cut into circles and use as motor mounts, and it actually works pretty good. I still gotta mount the intercooler. I told you guys that already, but I think that's pretty much it for now.